hands and knees. I want to use a water bottle out in front. I'm going to bring the water bottle in between my hands but out in front, and then bend your elbows so that your elbows glue into your waist, and then push your bottom back to your heels. So breathe in, come up onto your hands and knees. Water bottle in front and just bring your elbows into your waist. That's it. Push up and press back. So this is a thinly disguised, bit scared to say it out loud because nobody likes them, tricep push-up. Elbows into waist, but we've softened the blow by pushing our bum back to our heels. Yeah? Does that make it feel good? The point of a tricep push-up is elbows. If the elbows pop out, you start to, how do I use this in evocative language? Twist the shoulder. You don't want to do that. Let's keep, this is going to be hard to miss, keep your little bottom in the air. So you might want to watch my bum. I'm doing this, bum in the air. I'm not doing this. Okay, so my bum's in the air and I'm tipping forward. That's an effective exercise. Do 578 more of those. Elbows in, elbows back. You find your flow. Your flow. If you're feeling this in the back of your arms, you are doing a splendid job. Good. Let's add a little movement into the hips. So, come forward into your tricep push-up, push back into your bum, and then this time when you climb up, bring your front knee up, directly up. Now take it out to the side, take it directly back up. So it's as if you're turning the knee out to the side, and then turning the knee down and the heel to the sky. Knee to the side, heel to the sky. Two more of those. Knee to the side, heel to the sky. Nice movement for the hip, strengthening for the glutes. Now leave the foot in the air and give me one. Tricep push-up and rest. Not so bad, not so bad, not so bad. Rotate the wrists, stretch the spine, and then with your in-breath, up onto your hands and knees. Other knee, high in the air, foot to the sky. Send the knee out to the side, send the knee to face the floor. Out to the side and face the floor. Three more of those. Can you feel the work in your glutes? Your hip turns to the side, your hip turns to the floor. One more. Now leave the foot in the air and give me one beautiful, strong tricep push-up, and then you can rest. Toes together, knees wide. Rotate the wrists. Inhale, climb up. Front leg, leg nearest knee into the air, foot to the sky. Looking for your knee in line with your hip. Knee out to the side. Knee faces down. Knee out to the side, knee faces down. So you can see the mechanism in your glutes. Can you feel it? Can you keep your knee high, in line with your hip? Don't drop. One more. Now leave the foot in the air. Give me one really powerful tricep push-up, elbows in, and rest. Toes together. Knees wide, stretch. Fingers reach forward. Bum pushes back, let the breath go. With your next breath in, climb up onto your hands and knees. Lift the other leg. Foot to the sky. Take the knee to the side, foot to the sky. Good. Knee to the side, knee faces down. Keep your upper body still. You're using your core muscles to keep your arms, shoulders, and upper body still. Don't travel with the leg. Isolate the work in the hip and the glutes. Lift the foot, hold it, bicep, tricep, push up, and then you can relax. I want to do more, but I'm getting the impression that we've had enough, so we'll leave it there. Arms reach forward, bum pushes back. A quick tricep stretch, elbows on the floor, hands pressed together, and drop your head to the mat and your hands above your head. So this is a tricep stretch, and you can make it more effective if you feed your elbows forward across the mat, take your hands to the back of your neck, which you've done, and push your bum further away. So you just lengthen. Elbows further forward, bum further back, and hands towards your neck. Feel that? Good egg. Let's change our priorities now. Come down onto your tummy and bring your elbows underneath you. Your nose lines up with your thumbs. Your feet are flat. Your pelvis comes down onto the floor. Rock your hips so you can feel your pubic bone. Rock your hips so you can feel your hip bones. Now, lift your tummy muscle without lifting your pubic bone and lower. This is one of the occasions where we trust. Lift your abdominal, but not your pubic bone, and repeat. We're doing three things. You're tightening the deep abdominal. Secondly, you're broadening your shoulders. You're bringing your shoulder blades flat to your back. And thirdly, you're breathing. So I'm going to breathe out and drop and breathe out. And next, I'm going to do all those three things. Tighten the tummy, broaden my shoulders, breathe out, and I'm also going to come up onto my knees. Bring yourself forward, nose and knees. Nose and knees. I'm sorry. My career is over. Nose and thumbs is what I meant to say. And then lower. Keep going. Up onto your knees. And take your nose to your thumbs. I'm enunciating so I don't forget what I'm saying. Give me 3 more of those. That little bottom is a little high, Leslie. Keep your bum down. You ready to go onto your toes? And yes, I do mean toes. So go from your knees, curl your toes, lift your knees, hold for a few seconds, nose over thumbs, knees down, relax. Like that? Feel powerful? Do it again. I like the arms, Sarah. I'm going to join you in a minute. Toes to knees. Knees to toes. There it is again. Knees and relax. Such fun. Knees to toes. And then come down onto the floor. Ha ha. I avoid the anatomy. Come up off the floor. And come back down onto the floor. And one last time. And then rest. Heels to bum. Hands underneath your forehead. Move your feet side to side so your lower back releases. Bring your head onto your hands. Let your upper back relax. Let your breathing steady and slow. And let your body relax. So I want to change the movement so that your hands, fingers line up with elbows. So you've got a nice support of the whole forearm on the floor. And your hands are directly underneath your chest. Elbow under shoulder. And we're going to start in the same way. Pick the tummy up without lifting the pubic bone and drop. Pick the tummy up. Tony, I love that. Keep doing that. Up on your, she's gone right up onto toes for level 1. You stay with that, lovely. We're going to just carry on with what we're doing. Feet on the floor, knees on the floor, pubic bone on the floor. Just lift your tummy. Then, tummy, hips, and your shoulders over your arms. So your eye gaze is forward and lower. Give me 3 of those. If this feels uncomfortable in your shoulders, go back to the previous level. Or make the adjustments. Maybe bring your hands a little bit more underneath your body. Okay? Have a rest. Watch the next level. I'm going to lift my back foot. That's the foot furthest from you. Rotate the ankle. And then I'm going to turn the foot, and you're going to face me and I'm going to face you. And we're going to look up in one smooth movement. And it's all going to be beautiful. And then hitch the hips. 5, so you can see that the top leg is straight. The foot faces forward. The knees on the floor. The eye gaze can be up, forward or down. And then bring the hand underneath you. Come down onto your knees. And rest down onto the floor. You ready to do that? So do it again facing me. Come up onto your knees. Rotate the back ankle. Both of the knees are on the floor. Now just turn the foot, straighten the top leg. Use your foot on the floor and give me 5 bum or hip hitches. If you don't like this, lie down on your side. You don't have to do it. And then bring the elbows underneath, bring the knees underneath, and rest. Let's do that on the other side. I'm going to nip to the other end of my mat so I can keep an eye on you. Forearms underneath you, tighten the tummy, lift onto the knees, lift the other foot but keep the knee on the floor. Turn the foot away from you. Straighten the top leg so the foot is flat on the floor. Look up, look forward or look down and give me 5 hip hitches. So you feel this in your waist. Squeeze your bum so that you feel that you're in a straight line. Now bring the forearm, the knee to the floor and rest. Good. Happy with that? Yes, Adele, it's absolutely fantastic. We're going to do it one more time. We might add on this time, hands underneath you, tighten your tummy, lift onto your knees, lift one foot, turn the foot away and face the other direction, so you're turning away from that foot. Give me 5 hip hitches, okay, and then what I'm going to do is take the knee that's underneath me and I'm going to straighten that leg and hook it behind my heel. This may work. Lift and lower, well done. So both legs are straight. I'm squeezing my thighs and my hand is directly above my shoulder. Then come down. Elbows, knees, and rest. So what do you do if you don't like that? You do this. You lie on your side and you lift your legs, okay? So we're going to do that on the other side. Elbows underneath you. Fingers line up with elbows. Tighten your tummy. Lift up onto your knees. Lift the other foot. Turn the foot away and face away from your foot. Now squeeze your bum. Lift and lower your hips. The top arm directly above your shoulder. Give me 5 of those. Lie down on your side, Gail. Rest your head on your arm. And then, if you can, the knee, straighten that leg and hook the foot behind the heel. And give me 5 more hip hitches. 4 more. 3, that looks great. 2 and 1. Good work, everyone. Bring the hands underneath. Bring the knees to the floor. Rest your toes, rest your knees and lie down. Let your breathing settle. You might like your feet to move side to side to release your lower back. You might be comfortable just resting. We'll do a little bit of back work and then we'll move back into abdominal work. Start with level 1, feet down, towel underneath your head, forehead, hands by your side. Lift your chest and roll your shoulders back like you would in the warm-up. Roll your shoulders away from your ears and then land. Bring your forehead to your towel. Lift the chest. Take that deliberate shoulder roll and then lower. So you're strengthening your lumbar spine, the erector spinae running down your back. Roll the shoulders away and lower to the floor. Roll the shoulders away. So remember, this is level 1 of 3 levels. So don't work too hard. Don't lift too high. It's not about how high you go or how much weight you lift or how fast you go. Real strength is consistency. It's holding the posture for a longer duration. So don't be speedy, fast. Be slow, deliberate and strong. And that's what gives us durability. That's what gives the muscles strength. 2 more. Breathe out. 1 last one. Breathe out. And what do you need to rest? Heels to bum. Drop into the floor. Find your pocket of rest for today. Your moment of calm. Now I'm going to bring my hands underneath my forehead, palms facing down, and lift and lower. Keeping the feet on the floor, keeping the knees on the floor, tightening my tummy, lifting my upper body with my fingers attached to my forehead, and focusing on the breath and repetitive moves, slow and strong, durable and powerful. Erector spinae, the muscles of your back, what's called the global muscles, but also the deeper muscles, the multifidus, deeper into the spine, giving them the opportunity to stabilize you and strengthen you. Take a moment to rest. Heels to bum. Pose of a child. What do you need to relax, to let go? Maybe it's just a breath. Maybe it's a focus on that breath. Bring the feet down. Bring the knees down. Tighten your tummy. Bring your fingers to your forehead. And here's level 3. Lifting the chest, taking the arms forward into a high V or a wide V. Bring the fingers to the forehead and lower to the floor. Tightening the tummy, taking the arms forward, bringing the hands to the forehead and lowering. So just to recap on your levels, bring your hands to the side of your body and lift and lower. Making sure that you really capitalise on that shoulder roll. Level 2 is bringing your hands under your forehead and lifting and lowering. And here we have level 3. So your back muscles should really be feeling the challenge now, especially when you drive those arms forward. I'd say this was the hardest part of the movement, driving the arms forward. So that's when you breathe out. And everything else follows. Tighten the tummy, breathe out. Good. Perfect. One last one. And find your recovery. It could be now that you go into a full rested posture, taking the knees as wide as you can, pushing your bum to your heels and managing your back. Good, well done, Leslie. Find your stretch. That's what I'd love for you to do, is to find what you need. It could be a breath, it could be a deeper stretch. Perfect. This isn't always popular, but I'm going to do it anyway. Lie down on your side. You might need to double up your mat and put it underneath your hip. You might need to put your towel underneath your hip. Rest your head on your arm. Bring your top hand so your fingers are in front of your chest. And just lift and lower your leg. The top leg lifts just a little. Your tummy muscles tighten. And what we're trying to do is stimulate the waist. Okay, so how does that work? Well, if you lift your leg too high, you're going to stimulate the outer thigh. If you keep your leg low, you're going to stimulate your waist. Fingers on the floor, lift both legs 10 times. Good, both legs, ankles together, lift and lower. Head rests on your towel. Palm up underneath you will make this harder. Palm down will give you a bit of support. Now take the top hand, let's take it into the air for a bit of pizzazz. Palm facing forward. Spread those fingers, feel the energy in the arms. Good, lift and lower the legs and keep the legs off the floor. Are we feeling this now in our waist? You need to close your eyes and listen and absorb the work. Take the top hand and bring the hands together above your head. Straight line. Now I'm going to lift and bring my hands down my leg and look at my ankle, because everything's in a straight line, and lower. If your neck isn't comfortable with that, look forward. You could bring the bottom hand so the fingers go down into the floor and press up through your fingers and lower. And let's hear the breath as you reach down your leg. Well done, Beverly. Well done. Remember the levels. Choose your level and give me 4 more. A long breath out, a tightness in the core. Good work. Breathe out. One last one. So bring your knees forward. Bring your hands forward. Feel the knees and the hands together. Lift the top hand and look at it. And then let the hand go behind you. Look at your back hand. Lift your back hand. Bring your hands together. Good. So it's a lovely opening for the chest. It's a lovely stretch for your waist. It's a beautiful breathing exercise. Would you agree? Really helps you to focus on your breath. Really let the breath go. And settle down into the floor. Become really friendly with the floor. One last one. Good. So bring that top hand onto the floor in front of your face and use the hand to push yourself up, and then sweep your legs to the other end of the mat and lie down. Arm underneath you. Top hand in front of your chest and the top leg. Lift and lower just the top leg. Tighten your tummy. Drop your ribs. Relax your top shoulder. Good. Keep the leg low. Level 1. both legs off the floor. Lift and lower, and you should start to feel the core work, the waist work. I haven't done this for such a long time because I know lots of people aren't comfortable lying on their side, but my body feels a difference. This exercise is really good for giving you that six-pack definition. Not that you really want that, but I do miss it. So when you lift and lower your legs, you're working and toning your waist, but you're also working and toning your front of your abs, your six-pack. The palm faces up. Bring the hand up and give me 10 of those. Little bit more intense. Good. Again, keep the leg low. Let's look for those beautiful angles in our body. The hand directly on your shoulder, not lower or up, right there. And then finally, look down your body. Look at your ankle. And then lower and bring your hands together. Look at your ankle. Might need a little bit of adjustment. Breathing out. And I'm going to take my bottom hand so the fingers go down. Push up and lower. So a slightly different way of working our abdominals. Stretching and lengthening our body. Breathing. And beautiful alignment. Yeah, good. 3 more of those. And then bend your knees. Bring both hands in front. Lift the top hand and look at it. And roll over so your shoulders touch the floor. Lift your hands, hands together. Lift the arm and open. Hands come together. So this is a great breathing exercise, movement with breath. Turn and look away from you, drop into the floor. And climb forward with your breath. And one last one. Just let yourself sink into the floor. And you get both shoulder blades down. Turn your head, maybe lift your head to turn it, and the stretch will become bigger. Lift the hand, bring the hand in front of you, and push yourself up to take a seat. Sit comfortably. Find your breath in through your nose. And because we're now doing a restorative breath, a healing breath, out through your nose. And do that a couple more times. In through the nose, really fill up your lungs. And out. You feel yourself resting. And again, big breath in, fill up your lungs. And a long, slow breath out.